The United States has announced its support for India in developing its naval and maritime infrastructure with the aim of establishing an Indo-Pacific regional hub for ship repairs and maintenance. This initiative not only aims to enhance India's ship repair capabilities, but also to prevent China from gaining its own foothold in this strategically significant region. The announcement follows the establishment of the India-US Defense Acceleration Ecosystem, also known as INDUS-X. This ecosystem was launched on June 21st during Indian Prime Minister Narendra Modi's visit to the United States. The U.S. Department of Defense (DoD) released a statement emphasizing that INDUS-X would strengthen the cooperation between the two nations in the defense sector. In this video, Defense Updates analyzes why the U.S. plans to develop India into a regional hub for ship repairs and maintenance. Let's get into the details. India occupies a central position in the Indian Ocean, with a long coastline stretching over 7,500 kilometers or 4,660 miles. Its location provides it with access to key sea lanes of communication, making it a crucial maritime hub for trade and connectivity between the East and West. The Indian Ocean region is home to important choke points such as the Strait of Malacca, the Strait of Hormuz, and Bab el-Mandeb, which are vital for global trade and energy flows. India's position allows it to monitor and safeguard these critical maritime routes. India possesses a capable navy that operates in the Indian Ocean region. The Indian Navy maintains a fleet of surface ships, including aircraft carriers, submarines, and maritime surveillance aircraft, allowing it to project power and protect India's maritime interests. India's naval presence also helps in ensuring maritime domain awareness, conducting humanitarian assistance and disaster relief operations, and participating in international counter-piracy efforts. Importantly, India has strategic partnerships with some of the key American allies, including Japan, Australia, and several countries in the European Union. It's not hard to see that bolstering India's maritime capability would strengthen the Allied forces in the Indo-Pacific. The U.S. Navy receives valuable support from its allies and partners in the Indian Ocean and Pacific regions for ship repair and maintenance operations. The U.S. Navy's Fifth Fleet, stationed at the U.S. Navy Support Activity in Minas Salman, Bahrain, can utilize various locations in the kingdom and neighboring countries for ship upkeep. Previously, the fleet utilizes Jebel Ali in the UAE for mid-deployment voyage repairs. Oman offers exceptional dry dock facilities at Duqm, capable of accompanying tankers larger than even the largest U.S. Navy warships, such as the Gerald Ford-class aircraft carriers. The U.S. Seventh Fleet, headquartered in Yokosuka, Japan, can take advantage of local ship repair facilities for its operations. In Singapore, the U.S. has stationed 4 littoral combat ships at the Changi Naval Base, which provides naval facilities for the maintenance and support of its maritime assets. While the U.S. already has a large maritime network and maritime support facilities in the Indo-Pacific, India would become a crucial element in the United States regional support system. China's establishment of naval bases in Djibouti, Africa, Gwadar in Pakistan, and Hambantota in Sri Lanka has significantly impacted power dynamics in the region. In 2017, Hambantota port in Sri Lanka came under Chinese control due to Sri Lanka's inability to repay its loans from China. This acquisition further solidified China's maritime influence in the Indian Ocean. China's presence at these strategic locations has allowed it to expand its naval capabilities and project power beyond its immediate region. These bases provide China with potential advantages in terms of naval operations, logistics, and surveillance. These developments have posed challenges for the United States as it seeks to maintain its own access and ensure the security of its interests in the region. The US and India have taken some strong steps. In 2018, these countries signed an important agreement. The Logistics Exchange Memorandum of Agreement, or LMOA, allows them to use each other's land, air, and naval bases for repair and resupply. LMOA simplifies logistic sharing. The U.S. Navy plans to deploy 60% of its surface ships in the Indo-Pacific in the near future. Instead of having to build facilities virtually from the ground up, as in Afghanistan and Iraq, the U.S. now has the benefit of using the tremendous Indian facilities. The U.S. has a large number of bases around the world, and this will be strategically very helpful for India. COMCASA is another such agreement. COMCASA, or Communications, Compatibility, and Security Agreement, enables interoperation between U.S. and Indian military. Before the agreement, the United States had to remove advanced communication equipment from all military platforms sold to India, such as the P-8I. For example, the United States had to place less secure temporary systems on Indian units so the two sides could communicate during bilateral exercises. With the signing, these restrictions are not needed and communication is much more seamless. The interests of the world's oldest and world's most populous democracy have aligned. On the 22nd of June, a spokesperson from the U.S. Defense Department mentioned that fostering strong defense ties between India and the U.S. was part of a wide-ranging and strategic partnership centered on cooperation in the areas of military and national security. The assistance provided by the United States will enhance the strategic partnership between the two countries. It's a win-win situation for both countries, given the situation that's developing in the region. It's important to emphasize that the specifics of this collaboration, including the extent of assistance and the timeline for implementation, will be further discussed and implemented through bilateral agreements and ongoing consultations between India and the United States. It's to be noted that there's still a long way to go, and India and the U.S. need to smooth out the wrinkles and move to the next level when it comes to strategic collaboration.
Subscribe for more videos like this. Hit the like button if you find the video interesting, and kindly provide your feedback in the comment section. This will help us improve.